Nice and crisp up here again this morning, but once again it just doesn't feel cold at all. Got about an hour's walk to get back into the gear. It's just stunning morning again, just so calm and clear and crisp up here. Just awesome being out. There's about -8 again air temperature here, so pretty cold for what's sort of typical bottom of winter, I suppose, temperatures here for this area. It's been a fantastic period of settled weather over the last few days over New Zealand, Aotearoa. It's we had a big high sitting over the country, and when it's like that, as I'm sure I keep saying, you've just really got to make the most of it. It's only going to last about another day, but of course I'm back to work tomorrow, end of the weekend, so that kind of suits me. But I think we've got some more snow on the way, and that'll be cool again, because the whole area probably needs just a bit more snow. The wind chill factor's cranking up. That sort of certainly cool you off up here, as if you get freezing conditions and then combined with even a light breeze, but even worse, a full-on gale. The wind chill factors obviously are the things that will bite you. Last night's setup was a typical all-night holy grail, sunset through to sunrise. It was the 360 degree pan with a slight tilt up into the sky during the night. I won't have tracked the Milky Way core, at least for the first half of the night. Hopefully caught up to the core in the second half of the night. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. What I need to do between winters is just actually keep a journal of the settings I use and the techniques, because when it comes around to shooting at the same time of year again, it's quite easy to forget just the right techniques that you refined during the last season to capture what you want and to sort of track the Milky Way as best you can. Camera's facing the right way this morning, so I can only assume everything's worked out alright. Let's see what we've got. Oh, an error. Uh-oh. Oh, I had an error. Oh, that's going to show. There's the error message. And looks like that's happened before sunrise, so oh, what a shame. That drives you crazy. That is a real shame, and a bit of a confidence breaker really, because I'd gone so long without this error. The camera has kept moving by the look of it, because the shutters kept firing, I suppose, but it should not have been getting a signal from the ramper. So I just found out here that it actually stopped last night. It didn't stop this morning, so yeah, I'm really annoyed now. Pretty disappointing really that when this does happen, and it has happened a few times, something goes wrong with the connections and then everything stops. And it's just a bit of a mystery why it happens. So I don't know exactly what the problem is, but it's really disheartening when you come back and you put all this energy into this stuff, and you come back and to find that it didn't work. It's got about, I don't know, maybe 300 or 400, 500 frames, something like that, into the shoot, and things have just stopped. Yeah, don't know what to say. I know what I feel like saying, but the words that I would say would be banned from YouTube anyway. The device has still got full power, so it's not a power issue. It's just funny how it was displaying a red battery symbol on the screen before, but when I cleared the error message, it went back to a green battery symbol, so it's obviously got full power, so that's not the issue. I don't know, so frustrating. Well, I had a failure last night, so that's really disappointing. Had an error last night with the gear and a complete failure, so probably got about, I don't know, maybe 500 shots into the, I don't know yet, I'll have to play it back and work it out, but about 500 shots into the scene, so it wouldn't have been long after I left the gear last night that everything stopped working. There seems to be an error message with the ramping device again. Something about it disconnecting. I've always suspected that the USB connection from the ramping device into the camera's USB port is the weak link. Always have to suspect connections when you've got you know, long duration stuff going on and all the rest of it. So I'm not sure how reliable USB connections actually are, but whether that's the issue or not, I just don't really know. I've worked tirelessly with the company to try and work out what the fault is. I've been really patient. I've gone through about 4 of these ramping devices. The solution each time from the manufacturer seems to be to send me a new ramping device, which doesn't really solve the problem, but it's just, I guess they're suspecting that it's a hardware issue, but which it might be a connection thing, as I say. But just so disappointing to put all this effort in. I mean, this is an hour and a half drive to get here, an hour and a half tramp to get into the place. Just setting up the gear, leaving it here all night, and you know, then obviously having to get back home again. It's a huge outlay of time and cost to do this, to have the gear fail like that. I mean, I can't take away from the experience of getting out and doing this stuff. I mean, that's a big part of it as well. So, you know, there's a lot of enjoyment in that. Even though if you can put aside the failures, which I always find really hard to do. I guess I'm a goal-driven sort of a person, and when something fails, it really annoys me. I can't just let it rest. But it does make me determined to work through it and push through it and find a new way. So the problem I've got is that these ramping devices, even though they have these flaws with them, this one at the moment seems to be the best device still on the market. And I guess there's a gap there really for something else, or maybe the camera manufacturers need to start building in these sorts of programs, the Holy Grail ramping time-lapse programs into their cameras. And I mean, if they did that, that would be awesome. That would actually solve the issue. So, oh well, just got to keep going and try again. I'm struggling a bit, but I'm trying to turn this experience into something positive, so I just have to keep in mind that you know, how awesome it is to be out here this morning. As much as it just kills me to think about the failure, that time lapse failing, and just stopping at 500 odd frames. I just have to try and keep that in perspective. Really, the experience of being out this weekend has just been absolutely amazing, and it's days like this, getting out into the wilderness, that you remember for a long time. And the camera failures, gear failures, time lapse failures are quickly forgotten about, and hopefully my human brain can just get over itself quickly. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do so right now, and I will catch you in the next video. Since I didn't get a shot this weekend, I've included a clip from the same area shot about a year ago. The first clip is what I did capture, about 520 odd frames, and then it stopped. And the next clip is what I was aiming to capture.